welcome back to the Tarot Cottage. I'm back again today with a pick a card reading for you. My name is Amy, and if you're one of my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for your friendship. Thank you for your support of me and this channel. I can't believe the message I receive from all over the world, so thank you so much for reaching out to me. And if you're finding yourself here for the very first time, we want to welcome you with open arms. We are a space of light and love. The more the merrier here at my table. So grab yourself a cup of tea, some snacks, and we'll have a bit of a chat because we are all friends here. So today's pick a card reading, we're looking at November. So what is coming up? What changes are coming for you guys in November of 2020? We're almost at the end of 2020. If we can just make it through this year, I feel like we can really start fresh soon in January. But what's coming up for the rest of the year in November for you? We have 3 piles in front of you to choose from. Pile number 1 with the purple flower and the hagstone. Pile number 2 with the yellow flower and the amethyst cluster, or I'm not sure what you would call that. Pile number 3 with the pink flower and the black obsidian wand. So whichever pile or piles are calling out to you, please know that there may be a message waiting for you from Spirit today. I'm going to jump right into pile number 1. Again, the topic today is November predictions. What's coming, what changes, what blessings, what to look out for November. Pile 1. Hello everyone in pile number 1. You were drawn to this purpley bluish flower, I guess the hue you guys are seeing, and to this beautiful hagstone that I found on the beach. And this is your reading for November. What can you expect? What changes and blessings? So for November, you guys have Crow Spirit and you have the Sea Otter. So Crow Spirit, co-create with Spirit, and 1 and 7 equals 8. So I really feel like Spirit is telling you that they're giving you little hints. They're giving you little nudges into the right direction and the path that they know that you would really thrive in. And they really want you to listen to their messages. They really want you to start to create the life of your dreams. And it needs work. The 8 is sort of like my number for, putting in a lot of effort. And the bottom here says co-create with Spirit. So I really just feel like they really want you to focus on manifesting what you want in the coming months, manifesting what you want in November, December, and moving into 2021. Your guides really want you to use the time wisely that you have right now. And then we have the Sea Otter Spirit. It says happiness. Be the master of playful living. Release expectations and enjoy every day. Let worry go and instead choose love. Surrender to the waves. Your good destiny of love is sure. So I feel like some of you guys have been maybe a little bit full of anxiety about what's coming in the future. None of us really know what the heck is going on anymore. So Spirit's just asking you to stay in the now. Be in the present moment. Let's take a look and see what energies are coming in for you for your November pile 1. What's happening in November for pile number 1, please, Spirit? What changes are coming? Okay, so we do have the 3 of Wands coming out. I'm not going to take the rest. I'm just going to take the top because that's the one I saw. So the 3 of Wands is about expansion. It's about someone who's made plans and are now about to take those plans and move them into fruition. So you've already come up with an idea, and now the movement is going to come. It's time for you to embark on that new challenge. You could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius with that wand. You don't have to be. I just like to mention the signs occasionally for people who are interested. You definitely could be a fire sign. We have the 7 of Wands. So you guys have some creative ideas that need to be brought forth for the month of November. And there might be some struggles or challenges that you see kind of in the way of the progress that you want to make. But Spirit is telling you to just push through. Those obstacles are not insurmountable, and they're obstacles that you have every ability to push through. Ace of Swords. Yeah, your ideas are divinely guided. You guys have some major ideas coming in from Spirit. The Ace of Swords is all about the clarity and truth. Being truthful with yourself, being truthful with the people around you, about where you really want to be in life, I feel. I just noticed this Hierophant on the back of the deck. So you guys could be climbing the ladder of success. Some of you could be in school, but just really trying to break through a ceiling. So let's clarify that 3 of Wands, please, Spirit. Thank you. The 9 of Cups reversed. Interesting. So the 9 of Cups is all about dreams coming true, wishes being granted. And when it's in the reverse position, it's like someone's looking for fast results. The idea of putting the work or having to have some sort of foundation phase, we have the 3 of Cups, is really not your idea of fun. I feel like with the Nine of Cups, like you want to expand, you want to move forward, but you really want those fast results like we all do to keep yourself motivated. Let's clarify. We have the Star coming for the Ace of Swords. So that I'm going to clarify your Three of Cups there. On the back of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and I feel like looking at the Sun. So you guys have a beautiful, valuable offer coming in. Some sort of shift in energy in November could come in the form of a financial windfall, could come in the form of an opportunity that you need to take a hold of. And I really feel like that is what's happening here. I feel like you guys have an opportunity for change coming in. But Spirit's just warning you that you're getting a little bit impatient. You're not focusing on the now. And for some of you here, some of your obstacles might be that you're focusing on what everybody else has going for them over here with the Three of Cups. Like your friends maybe out there, you know, showing that they... What I'm trying to say is that I feel like there are people that we watch on social media that we think that their lives are going great, and we wonder why our life doesn't seem to be moving at the rate of speed of everybody else. I feel like there's some competition that you feel like you are kind of behind in the race, quote unquote, in life. And Spirit wants you to look at everything logically and realize that you're being guided by your own mission. You're being guided by your own star. And, you know, Aquarius energy, you could be an Aquarius with the star energy here. And that to not focus on what everybody else has, but to focus on your gifts and your talents and being clear with yourself and having such a clear focus that you don't see anything else around you. Because that's what's going to lead to this beautiful Sun energy. Here we have the Five of Wands. You feel like you're in competition with everybody. You feel like you're the last one to know. You're the last one to get things done. But we're not in competition with anyone. Looking for quick results is only sending you into a spirit of frustration. And Spirit is letting you know that that's not serving you in any way. We have the Empress and the Fool. So the Empress is really representing, you know, mothers and abundance. And sometimes you forget who you are. Sometimes you forget about the power inside of you with the beautiful Empress and how much you have to offer the world. I don't feel like you see yourself clearly. And Spirit is telling you, you know, fate is nipping at your heels. You have these offers coming in, but they won't stay forever. You know, when the universe brings an offer in, you have to open your arms to receive it. You have to leap into the unknown. Even if you're scared about where that journey is going to take you, life is about it. It's an adventure. Every day is an adventure, with the full knowing that we get to go home after. So it's a beautiful, you know, gift that's coming in for you, but Spirit's asking you to kind of leap into that, despite the fact that you're feeling fearful. And be willing to be patient as well. I just saw the Knight, but I'm not going to pull him because he didn't fall out. Just be willing to be patient during this foundation phase when you have to put in the work. Your idea is amazing. Your ideas are divinely guided and you're having an opportunity present itself. So just plugging in and spending time working towards your goals. We have the Justice card. It's about balance. It's about something that's coming that's rightfully yours. Back of the deck, we have the Two of Swords, but it's a reminder from Spirit that you guys have the decision whether or not you want to accept these offers. If you know, you can be blind to them, you can kind of ignore them, because the Two of Swords is all about, you know, like it's like a battle within yourself. It's like you're fighting yourself. This is like a conjoined person here. The only real battle is yourself. We have the Ace of Swords underneath. It's about that decision that you have to make. Are you willing to put the work in? Are you willing to push past the obstacles that are being presented to you so that you can have the beautiful Sun energy here, so that you can have the happiness that's represented, that's owing to you. I feel like you guys have this offer coming in November. You guys have a great opportunity to build up happiness in your life, and it's about the journey. Spirit really wants to tell you that it's about the journey. Let's get some oracle cards for you. Mysticism. Some of you have a lot of gifts, supernatural gifts that should be not ignored. Maybe that's the area of interest that you guys have, that you really want to expand yourself. You really want to start something fresh and new, and you guys have opportunities coming. So vanity. It's funny that this is coming up over, not funny, but it's coming up over the Three of Cups. And I did say the victim card on the back of the deck. I did say that some of you are comparing yourself to other people. You're comparing yourself to people on social media, to your friends, and it's really causing you you're not satisfied. It makes you feel uncomfortable. You don't feel like you're winning the race that they're winning, but appearances are deceiving. And here on the back of the deck, we do have the victim card. I feel like pulling for you. It's kind of an in-your-face type of energy from Spirit, saying you have so much potential inside of you and you know it. You have so many gifts inside of you, but you see the acorn is green. It needs maturity. It needs time to ripen. It needs to be planted in the right conditions, and you need to do all of that. You need to plant those seeds in the right conditions to create the happiness that you want. Healthy lifestyle, focusing on yourself, eating a healthy lifestyle, getting adequate sleep. Spirit sees you not maybe looking after yourself as much as you should be. I think that's like a message for all of us. We're all kind of, at least I know I am. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. We have a supermoon coming at the very end of October, a wonderful time for manifestation. And that's really what your guides are talking about, using the end of this month, October, moving into November to manifest what you want. Be very clear with the universe so that they can bring you the energies that you seek. Life review. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that feels unbalanced, anything that isn't serving you anymore. On the back of the deck, we have brilliant idea. Your idea is divinely guided, and that's what we've been talking about here. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. And that is truly a message for you from Spirit, saying that you guys are guiding your own future. Nothing is set in stone until you decide what you want. And then, putting yourself in the energetic field in order to receive those things that you want. You're so close. You're so close to getting what you want in November. November has a beautiful opportunity on the horizon for you, a windfall or a change of position or some sort of, whoops, threw it across the room. Don't let pride get in your way. And that, again, goes back to what I was saying about, focusing on what other people have, focusing on the gifts and the apparent. And I keep putting it in quotation marks because people are very deceiving online. People don't show their truth. I received this new deck here. It is a witch's, what's it called? Witch's Wisdom. And I have read the guidebook once, but please bear with me because I have to read through it again. But we're going to try a couple of these cards for you today for November, please, Spirit. We have Guardian, Familiar, the Guardian. So, some of you guys may come across a cat, or maybe you guys are really attracted to certain animals, and that's just like your guides coming in the form of these animals to give you comfort, to keep you on the right path. So you guys might come across a black cat this week or next. We have Hearth, Homecoming. It's about coming back to what you know and what you want. It's about home. It's about, you have so many gifts inside of you with that mysticism card. It's like the High Priestess. I feel like you have to go back to your roots to figure out exactly what you want in life. Lord God, Masculine. So this is sort of a call to kind of look at everything logically, to not kind of go at a situation with just your emotions intact, because that's what the feminine would do. She would, look at things from an emotional, energetic standpoint, but the divine masculine looks at things logically, and that's what you're kind of being asked to do right now, a life review, looking at things clearly with the Ace of Swords, so that you are in a position to accept the gifts that want to present themselves to you. Okay. Let's get some messages from Spirit here for November, please. You need to share your ideas with the world. All of your ideas are divinely guided. If you guys have this path that's been kind of itching in the back of your mind and you're scared, it's time to bring it forward. Unstoppable change is coming in for you, Group 1. Unstoppable. Lay all of your worries at the foot of the cross. Looking at things logically is really important right now, not looking at things from an emotional place. And sometimes our worries they really take on a life of themselves and they run away with us and they cause so much fear, and that causes so much stagnation in our life? The answer is yes. Whatever answer you're posing in your mind right now, change is the only constant we can depend on. It says here, you show up for everyone except for yourself. We have 2 more here. Your loved ones in heaven are so proud of you. And says, seek a mentor to advise you, which I found interesting because we did see that Hierophant in the middle of your reading at the back of that deck. And I do feel like you guys have somebody coming in that could help you out in your journey. We have change is scary, but regret is scarier. And we also have you are loved on the back of that deck. Let's get some charms for you today. November, Spirit. What's happening for group 1? November. Charm bowl today. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so November, what's happening? The Hermit. The 4 of Swords. Ooh. And we have the Queen of Cups. So someone's been sitting on their laurels, taking a break, figuring out what they want to do. And they've been feeling frustrated and maybe a little bit trapped in that energy. But the Queen of Cups there present really shows that you guys have so much to offer the world. You're so compassionate. You have so much love inside of you. And that needs to be brought forth. We have Chewbacca in the bowl, which is a sign for somebody who has a nerdy interest. It's very defined. Or I always think about like League of Legends or cosplay or that type of energy. We have you are my sunshine, and we have the beautiful sun card for you. Your guides and angels are saying you are so full of exuberance. They love you so much. You have so much to offer the world, and it needs to be shared. Pisces energy in the bull. We have the Empress represented by the flat shell. Sagittarius. And we have this pentacle. Here's your pentacle. From 1999, this penny, a real sign that you guys have this offer, this beautiful gift, a valuable offer coming in for you in November. So look out for that and be ready to receive it. Okay, group 1, that is your reading today. What is happening for you guys? What's coming up in November? If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on videos that I post. I try to post every single day for you. But mostly I hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you guys have a great day today. Bye, guys. Hello, everybody. In group number 2, you were drawn to this pretty little yellow flower, or to the amethyst cluster. This is your reading, if I can put that in there, sort of. This is your reading. So group 2, you were the only ones who received 2 of these animal spirit cards. They fell out, so they're yours. So I'm going to give them to you now. We'll start with this one here. The Badger Spirit. Be fearless and be bold. And there was an old show on TV when I was a kid. My cousin used to always scream it at strangers, and he'd say, have you ever come face to face with a badger? Well, neither have I, but I've read about them, and they're very fiery tempered. So I feel like this is, you know, reflection of who you are right now. You're maybe a little bit testy because of the things that have happened in 2020. It's been pretty crappy. And, you know, you're kind of, it's not that you're anxious to get into November, but it's like you're like, you know what, just bring it on. Nothing can surprise me anymore. Just bring it on. It says be fearless and bold. And we have these beautiful brown-eyed Susies, and I noticed it's kind of similar to your yellow flower here, so that's interesting to me. I just feel like you're charging into November. You're being asked to charge into November in a fearless and bold way, because what have you got to lose, right? Okay, so we have the Peacock Spirit and the Orca Whale Spirit Adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song, manifest your travel dreams, attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures, and be brave. You are more powerful than you know. And then the Peacock Spirit here says vibrancy. You were born to shine and inspire. Practice humility to avoid jealousy. Be grateful for life, and more good things will come. Be true to yourself and recognize your brilliance. So some of you guys, you know, are being called to step into your power here, to be bold, to go fearless and make change happen in November. Some of you have been feeling very stagnant, I feel, and you don't feel like the Peacock Spirit's all about being bold, and it's all about being the king, and there's a vanity to the Peacock Spirit, but I don't feel like that's you. And Spirit's almost telling you need more vanity. You need more vanity in your life, because you don't think of yourself very highly all the time. So let's take a look here. with your tarot. What's happening with November for you, group 2? Two of Pentacles. So you guys have a decision to make, kind of similar to group pile number 1. You know, it's always about the choices we make that lead us into our future. We have 2 here. Ace of Swords and the Star. Beautiful energies. Let's clarify that 2 of Wands or 2 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Oh, 2, the 3 of Swords and the 5 of Pentacles. So it's like you guys are afraid to make the wrong decision here with those 2 cards. It's like you're afraid. You've been really disappointed in the past. This year has been very disappointing. I feel like some of you guys have struggled financially and otherwise, emotionally. Let's clarify that Ace of Swords. 8 of Pentacles. Spirit really wants you to stay focused. And the 3 of Pentacles. They're letting you know that right now it's a foundation year, and people don't like hearing that. We have the Magician on the back of your deck. People don't like hearing that it's a foundation year. Let's start at the back of the deck here with the Magician. So the Magician is all about manifestation. It's all about getting you to the place where you want to be. He is the wielder. He has power over all of the elements. I feel like a lot of you guys have suffered financially in this past year, and I feel like Spirit is telling you that you can level out this playing field. You just have to stay true to the course and keep being fearless and bold and go for the things that, the opportunities that present themselves to you. November is all about manifestation for you, group 2. And unfortunately, people hate hearing that. I know, I can feel it. You guys are like, oh, I don't want to hear those words. But Spirit is saying all of this disappointment you're feeling right now, the heartbreak, the sadness, the fear that you're feeling right now with the 5 of Pentacles, the 3 of Swords, it's like the highs and lows of life have been very difficult for you in the past. And they're saying that that energy isn't serving you moving into November. They're saying you need to look at things clearly with the Ace of Swords here. You need to look at them and put in the work. The 8 of Pentacles is all about pushing through, focusing on the task at hand, and taking it step by step. One step at a time, and day by day, even hour by hour, minute by minute, if that's what you have to do to get yourselves out of this mindset. Because truly, when we are sunk into despair, all that serves is to bring us more despair in the future, because the universe doesn't understand the difference between tone. You can be really, really happy or really, really sad, and the universe is going to bring you more of that depending on how you're feeling the majority of the time. Spirit is reminding you that you are a shining star. The Ace, you know, the star card here, Aquarius energy. You are the star of your life. Everyone else is just a player in your experience. And that's how you need to view this world, and that's how you need to view November, because it's a foundation year with the 3 of Pentacles. You are working towards a goal. And November needs to be working towards your abundance in December and January and February and moving forward into the future. But you have to start somewhere. So you're looking at things from an emotional viewpoint, and you're feeling very overwhelmed with frustration. Spirit sees that, and they're just asking you to look at things clearly. Let's clarify some more for you, please. Oops. Clarify the 3 of Swords and that 5 of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Page of Cups, yeah. Some of you guys have been disappointed in love in the past. Some of you guys have been disappointed, excuse me, in opportunities that haven't come to fruition in the past. It's really played a number on your emotions and on your self-esteem. That Page of Cups, though, means that there could be a change in your emotional life out of the blue. So a new change in your emotions, a new love offer could be on its way for you in November, but you have to get yourself out of that negative mindset. 6 of Swords. Yeah, November is all about building up that foundation to move you. The clarity that's coming in November is going to move you into the calmer waters. You can see in this card over here, the past, it's on fire. It's like we're going to light a fire to 2020. And we're just going to let it burn, and we're going to try to move forward into the rest of the year and into 2021, you know, in a better, calmer, more fruitful place. You've been very disappointed with 2020 so far. So November is all about pushing through the obstacles. You have to in November. The Wheel of Fortune, because that's going to make the sudden change of events to build this foundation. And it's faded. All of the struggle that you've been through, I know people don't like hearing this, but it is faded. The struggles that you've been through have been launching pads of learning. We have the Four of Wands. Happiness and celebration are waiting for you at the end. They are waiting for you, and that's what you need to focus on. Focus on happiness. Focus on celebration. Focus on what you want so that it can come to you. Instinct. Instinctively, Spirit is saying you know what to do. They say you know you've been, they're saying that you know that you've been in a negative mindset. You know that you've been hiding feelings of sadness and apathy. And it's like you're accepting things that you don't need to accept. This card comes up for me, you know, when, you know, there's a call to accept the things we cannot change, and the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's kind of the serenity prayer for me. Spirit is saying, you know, you've kind of accepted things as gospel that aren't supposed to be accepted. It's like you're accepting that this is how things are supposed to be for you, and that's not how things are supposed to be for you. It's time for you to, you instinctively know this is not where you want to be. This is not the energy you want to be in. And you instinctively know you have good things coming for you. You have a destiny to fulfill. I just saw the destiny card. All of this was a learning launching pad for you. And that's how Spirit wants you to look at it, in a logical way. Showing gratitude in the moment is so important in order to put ourselves into that positive mindset. And it's interesting, like the gratitude card coming right up next to the Magician. They're hand in hand. Spread your wings and fly. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect. You are ready to soar. Don't let your fears of what has happened in 2020 so far stop you from soaring into your future. November is about adventure. November and December are about, you know, being fearless, being bold, and movement for you. Group 2. Hello from heaven. Your loved ones are in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessing. For some of you, this Three of Swords, that Five of Pentacles, came about because you've lost someone this year. And that is a hard thing to push through. It's a hard thing to keep positive but Spirit wants you to focus on the gratefulness that you had for that person being in your life in the first place, and understand that the veil is very thin, that they are right with you. If you can't feel them, it's just because of your own human nature, but they are right with you. Moon cycles. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize. This card came up on the last reading as well, because Spirit is really focusing on the fact that the supermoon is at the end of October. It's a great time for manifesting what you want in November, so use that time wisely. Focusing on your health is really important too. Self-care, even little things every day to make you feel better, can really make big moves in your life towards you feeling more abundant. I got this new Witch's Wisdom deck. I've gone through the guidebook once, but I don't know them 100%, so just bear with me. I'll try to read them intuitively. We have Ancestors Remembrance. Some of you are kind of stuck in a pattern of want, I feel like, and it's because of like an ancestral sort of, it's leaked down through generations. It's like your grandparents really struggled, and so your parents really struggled, and it was a mindset that they put down to you. But Spirit's saying you don't have to stay there. You can reflect on what your ancestors have brought for you and what they've taught you, but you're here to make your own life. You're here to make your own dreams come true, and to stop the patterns in the past that are kind of holding you back. Water cleansing, kind of like that healthy lifestyle. Water is a beautiful cleansing agent. You know, it's time for you to cleanse your energy, spend some time in nature. That could be a really good launching pad for you to feel better about moving into November. Spending time, you know, in the supermoon, using the moon as a cleansing agent would be great. We have Yule and Rebirth, and you can see the beautiful change here. Fire is just bringing about all of this change, and that's truly what's going to happen for you moving forward. You guys are a shining star. You have a lot coming in for you that's abundant. You have happiness with the Four of Wands. You have success, celebration, and it's time for a rebirth. Back of the deck, we have the Watchtower of the West, Autumn. We are now starting to and we're in autumn, so I find that very interesting. We're reaping the benefits of what we're sowing here. Work through your fears. And understand that the fears that are in your mind are not always placed there by yourself, that other people place those negative imageries in our head and we kind of go with it. It's time for you to expect powerful change. Expectation is huge. I feel like expectation is a huge thing that we kind of ignore, you know, in anything in life. If you set an expectation for yourself and you rise to it every day, it becomes a habit, it becomes a pattern, it becomes a part of your personality. Bring love into the situation, new moon in Aquarius, especially for yourself. Because here, the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. Some messages from Spirit for you. Some encouraging messages of love. You show up for everyone except for yourself. You're a very giving person. Unexpected money is coming in for you. We have heard you scream out to God. And you know, I've been there. I've yelled so loud at God, I've hurt my throat before. You are about to fall in love. Beautiful. So you guys have been disappointed in not only love, like I said, some of you have been really disappointed in love and money. Do something creative this week to kind of jump start your feelings of abundance and to get your focus out of the negative and into the positive. You need to teach others and lay your worries at the foot of the cross. 2 more for you. Stop beating yourself up over past quote-unquote mistakes. And I put mistakes in quotation marks because I don't believe in mistakes. Everything we go through is a caveat for learning. Seek out a mentor to advise you in those times of struggle. Some of you might need to seek out some counseling to really get yourselves out of the mindset of the negative, especially when it comes to money and abundance, that blockage that you have. On the back of the deck, we have love is on its way to you. I feel like saying that someone should seek out like a hypnotherapist. Take what resonates, leave what does not. Let's take group number 2. Whoops, fell out of the bowl. 9 of Wands. So we have the 9 of Wands. You're pushing, 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 and you're so close to the end. Oh, the Tower. And the 3 of Swords. Yeah, you guys need to shake up. That Tower energy, it's about the chaos that you're feeling, really plummeting you into sadness and making you feel really overwhelmed emotionally. It's like you don't know if you have the strength to go on, but Spirit says you do. These Tower moments happen for a reason. We need the shakeups because stagnancy is terrible for our journey here, and nothing changes if nothing changes. We have I will. We have Pisces in the bowl, and we have the fishtail, a little H and an I or spacer. We have the key because you're the key to your happiness here. We are all the keys to our own happiness, to movement in our life, to our own abundance. We have the feather, looking at things from a higher perspective instead of looking at things from an earthly plane. We also have the starfish in the bowl, and that's about self-healing. Healing all of those expectations from the past that are no longer serving you. All of the ideas that don't come from you. All of the abundant blockages that you have that are generational. It's time to heal yourself of those energies because understand they don't belong to you. They belong to other people and they have just been absorbed by you over the years. It's time to heal yourself. The starfish can regenerate its limbs. You can regenerate this new beginning for yourself. Okay, group number 2, that is what I have for you for November predictions. If this resonated, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. I would love for you to subscribe to this channel and become a part of this community. Please head on over to Instagram and check me out over there. I'm going to move on to the final group, but I really hope that you come back and visit me on another day at the Tarot Cottage, and I hope you have a great day today. Bye, guys. Hello, group number 3. You were drawn to this beautiful little pink flower or to the black obsidian wand, and this is your reading. I can put that somewhere. November predictions. What's coming in for you for November? So we have 2 oracle cards here. We have the snake spirit, time to heal, and the polar bear spirit, mystic. So it says, know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. And the snake spirit says it's time to heal. We have 5 and 5 equals 10 at the top of this card. I really feel like you guys have been struggling through 2020 so far, but you have like an intuition about you that kind of doesn't allow you to plummet yourself into complete despair, but you haven't been looking after yourself 100% either. You've been facing a lot of adversity. You've been kind of building up a wall inside of yourselves, and Spirit is saying it's time for healing. It's time for you to focus November as a self-care type of month. But let's see what your tarot has to say. Shuffle these real quick here. Okay, November, group 3. What's coming up in November for group number 3, please, Spirit? What can they expect in November? Woo! Okay. 6 of Swords. Yeah, you're moving into calmer waters. It's time for self-care, time for healing with that 6 of Swords. Let's see what else. Oh, 9 of Swords. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups and the Ace of Cups coming out for you. So let's clarify some of these cards. But first, let's just take a look at these energies. So, you know, Spirit says, you know, November is a time for you to move away from the anxiety and the depression that you guys have been feeling. Some of you have been really focusing on everything that's gone wrong this year. And rightfully so. It's been a very tough year. But they're saying that, you know, you can see in these 2 cards, this person's kicked over all of these cups. They can't see the 2 cups that are standing because they're turning away from this offer that's coming in. An offer that is going to offer you a brand new emotional new start in November. Could be in the form of a love offer coming in for some of you, or a new opportunity, but it's a new emotional beginning for you. But Spirit's warning you that this, you know, this shift wants to happen for you in November, the change, you know, moving into clarity, but you're so focused on depression. You can see this person's even covering up their eyes. So focused on all of the things that have gone wrong up until this point that they're blocking their eyes from seeing this. They can't see the offer coming in because of the distraction, the noise. And so Spirit is really calling for you to, here we have the Page of Swords on the back of the deck, to slice through these feelings and to try to take a look at everything logically and from an unemotional point of view for only but a second, even to just take that baby step towards this abundance that wants to show up for you. Let's clarify that 6 of Swords, please, Spirit. The Empress, yeah. Clarify the 9 of Swords. 2 of Pentacles. Clarifying the 5 of Cups. The 8 of Wands. And I feel like pulling this one to the Chariot. And to clarify that Ace of Cups, please, Spirit. We've got a bunch of them. Let's see. That's too many. Let's shuffle again. Whoops, clarifying that Ace of Cups. I just saw the Knight of Cups, so some of you definitely have a love offer that wants to present itself in November. Justice. Back of the deck energy is Judgment, so a new beginning. I'm going to take a peek. King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so some of you, group 3, have a beautiful offer coming in November. It's going to change your whole life. It's going to offer you a new emotional beginning. You're literally going to feel like you are being risen from the dead in a way, because some of you are so sad and apathetic when it comes to what you've gone through so far this year. And again, rightfully so. No judgment from me. It's been hell for a lot of people. This Judgment card on the back of your deck is really your assurance that change wants to come in for you. And look at what's underneath this. The World. We've got the Judgment card, the King and the Queen of Pentacles. You could have that love offer coming in and so much stability. The King and Queen like ruling together. So that love offer could really turn into a marriage that's coming in November. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But let's move over here to your 6 of Swords and the Empress card. So we talked about the 6 of Swords leading you into calmer waters, leading you into clarity. But here we have the Empress, because Spirit is saying you've forgotten who you are. You have so many psychic abilities and maternal abilities within you. I just feel like you guys are very abundant. You guys are very empathetic. You guys are intuitive as well. But again, with the Two of Pentacles here and the Nine of Swords, it's like you have this decision to make. You've been juggling a lot of responsibilities. You've been feeling overwhelmed. You don't feel security. You don't feel like your 2 feet can be planted firmly. And it's causing a lot of anxiety. It's also a decision card, though. And here it moves forward into this decision with the 8 of Wands and the Chariot card. It's about movement, change, and making that decision with boldness and with assurance that you have made the right choice. Because again, very intuitive people, the voices you hear inside your mind, like those, that's your intuition speaking to you. You know how intuitive you are, and sometimes you're scared to almost follow it. But here with the 8 of Wands and the Chariot card underneath your 5 of Cups, they're saying it's time for you to make that choice. Spirit is willing to sit with you in whatever, you know, whatever vibration you are in. If you make a choice to go and sit in this darkness, and you can even tell with these 2 cards, it's like the choice of these lines looks like the swords in the darkness. Spirit is saying they will sit with you in that if you're not ready to move forward. But November, they want to be a month of change for you, and they're saying it's possible, but you have to make that decision to leap forward and do it with drive and determination, and then speed. We have the 8 of Wands coming in with a change that is speedy, because that's what's going to happen. All of this change, this shift is really going to happen quickly for you, because you guys have a lot of intuitive power inside of you. You guys really are great manifestors, and you're more powerful than you think. So these opportunities of change are coming in fast for you once you're able to kind of just shift. All you have to do is turn your head around to look at this offer that's presenting itself, an offer that you've been waiting for a long time with the Justice card, an offer that you deserve is what Spirit is saying as well. The Justice card can represent also marriage to me as well with the Judgment card here. So leveling out the playing field, again, a lot of stability coming in for you after you're willing to turn around and see things how they are, or how they could be for you. But Spirit is also saying they will sit with you in whatever energy you want to sit in. But they'd love to see movement, because they really would love to see this love offer come in for you, or this shift, this new emotional start. What else, please, Spirit, for group 3? What else? The Tower. Yeah, shaking up energy. And the Tower doesn't have to be, you know, a huge, you know, earthquake or flood, or it can be an epiphany. It can be a realization in the moment that is a shake-up for you, that shakes up your whole world, and that's what needs to happen. Spirit wants a lightning bolt to come and hit you in the side of the head, metaphorically, of course, where they say, you know what, I'm gonna shake things up. I'm going to accept my abundance. I'm going to look at myself every day in the mirror and realize I deserve more. And so I'm going to shift my energy so that I can receive it. The Magician. Major Arcana out of the deck for you. This is a huge shift. November is a big change for you. That Magician card is your whoopsie, we have the Sun. We have, here we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Sun card coming out for you. So, you know, your Magician card here is really telling you that some of you guys are almost feeling sick. It's like this anxiety that you've been feeling almost makes you anxious to the point of feeling nauseated and sick with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You don't feel secure, but that's what Spirit is saying, that you are in charge of your own destiny. You can see in this Magician card, he's got his finger in everything. He's got his finger in that cup. He's got his eye on the coin. He's got, you know, he focuses on what he wants. And Spirit is saying that all of these moments where you're just really feeling sick to your stomach, you're feeling overwhelmed, you're feeling fearful, that's communicating something to the universe as well. The universe doesn't know the difference between energies and whether or not you want to feel this way or not. They're just corresponding to the nature of your song, like the secret says. But here they want you to put your finger in that cup that's coming in for you, and it will reverse these feelings of apathy and sadness. You know, we have the Queen of Pentacles reversed and upright here. You're not feeling secure in yourself. You're not feeling abundant, but that's going to change in November for you if you're able to turn your perspective around. Beautiful Sun energy. And I feel like in this card here specifically, it's like you've been battling yourself, and once you're able to love yourself and accept yourself and really be clear in your mind that you are this Empress, it's going to be like you're going to fall in love with yourself. And it's really truly about loving yourself. You're going to fall in love with yourself, with your journey. We have the Three of Wands on the back of the deck. It is your decision whether or not you want to charge forward. See the worry on her face. Like, what do I do? But you can see the moon is shining the light there on the wands, on this passion that you want to bring forward, on the change that you need. Soulmate. As I said, for some of you, you have a beautiful love offer coming in the end of November, I feel. And it could be the two of you ruling together, having a huge shift. It's fated change. It's a beautiful thing. Some of you have a soulmate coming in that's really going to shake up the rest of this year for you. Turning lemons into lemonade, just like Beyonce. Turning all of your anxiety and fear into something productive is what Spirit is saying. Looking at everything logically, because you are a creative force in your own life and you need to wield that power. You need to wield the power that you deserve to have, because right now, back of the deck, energy is complacency. The seasons are changing. We're in fall. You know, we're moving into winter now. And Spirit is seeing that you're allowing yourself to grow old, despite the fact that you have so much potential hiding beneath the surface. And you're complacent in it right now, because it feels insurmountable. It feels really like a difficult path in order to move yourself out of that energy. But it's all about baby steps, a shift in perspective. Just taking little baby steps every day towards what you want to see in your life. Take back your power. It says here, you know, take back your power, use your God-given power and intentions to manifest blessings in your life. We have the Time to Heal card here. You've forgotten how powerful you are. You've forgotten how abundant you are. You serve everybody else. Breathe. Take several deep breaths and exhale slowly to awaken your energy and release old patterns. Old patterns of thinking. Old ways of looking at yourself. Compassion. Soften your heart to the situation and all people involved, including yourself. And I really feel like you need to focus on that last sentence. You're not compassionate enough with yourself. We have divine order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see the underlying order. You guys have a lot of major arcana floating around this pile, floating around your reading here. It's really a sign from Spirit that all of this was destined to be. All of these struggles that you had to go through are learning launching pads that are going to bring you forth into your abundance and make that end game, that beautiful sun, this beautiful offer, make this new beginning all that much more powerful and all that much more exciting. And justified, I feel like saying. We have familiar, guardian. Your angels and guides are watching over you. Sometimes they present themselves in the form of animals. So be aware of your surroundings. Oh, we have two coming out. Witch's hat power. Like I said, you guys are very powerful, very intuitive. We have said that you're a mystic and a shaman, perhaps. You need to step into that power. You have felt robbed of it in the past, but it's time for you to use November as a launching pad for your own success. And we have grounding, getting out into the earth and literally grounding yourself with nature, touching the earth. Your guides are saying that that's very important for you right now. And for those of you who are very, mystic and are very intuitive, that's so helpful for you to really snap yourself sometimes out of these energies of the Nine of Swords and the Five of Cups. It's really hard to stay in a negative mindset when you're feeling the earth and feeling that vibration. We have awakening, because this is what's happening for you. It's a time for you to heal from the past. It's a time for you to step into your abundance finally. And I feel like it's like a breath, it's like a sigh of relief, a breath of fresh air for you. Okay, let's get some messages from Spirit here. Learn to say no to people. You are always giving of yourself. Giving, giving, giving. It's time to let go of everything that's not serving you anymore. And it's time to put yourself first, because that Empress often puts other people ahead of her. She's often the mother energy. Don't be scared. Change is coming regardless. Seek out a mentor to advise you in times when you feel really overwhelmed with anxiety and depression. I feel like some of you really need to seek out a counselor for your anxiety. Do something creative this week. We have time for some self-love on the back of this deck. I'm going to switch decks here a little, my smaller little. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Sometimes we forget that we are, you know, a spiritual being having a human experience here. What are you waiting for? In your worst moments, we cling to you the most. Oh. It says, don't look back. Your bright future is ahead of you on the back of this deck. Let's get some charms for you. For November. Group 3, please, Spirit, for November. Oh, we have 2 coming out. We have the Hanged Man and something else. And we'll take one more. Oops. Let's see what we have here. We have the Ace of Wands, we have the 8 of Swords, and the Hanged Man. So you guys have truly been feeling hung up and kind of surrendering to, I feel like Spirit wants you to surrender to these divine thoughts that you've been having. The Ace of Wands is really that inspired thought that leads to action in our own life. But you felt really blocked and tied up here with the 8 of Swords. But it is a self-imposed imprisonment with this 8 of Swords. It's like Spirit is saying, if you take that blindfold off and you look around, the challenges that are facing you are not as insurmountable as you think that they are. And it's time to surrender to the ideas that you're having. It's time to surrender to change and surrender to all of the difficulties that you've been having and accepting them as forces outside of yourself that you just need to push through. We have K and F. We also have a U here in the bowl. We have the Empress, and the Empress showed up for you in your reading. We have Libra energy. We also have Pisces in the bowl, the fishtail as well. Live, laugh, and love. And sometimes you forget to live in the present moment. And that's what Spirit wants to bring you right back to the present. That's what they want to do. They want you to ground yourself, bring you right back to the present moment, and use this moment from this point forward as a launching pad for success in November. Surrendering to the change that wants to come for you. That's coming regardless. You know, we had that Tower card. I'm sorry I'm messing up your pile, but we had the Tower card that changes upon you. You can't change it now. It's, you know, changes upon you anyway. It's time for movement from this point forward. We also have the High Priestess represented by this curled shell, because lots of secrets. And again, you're very intuitive. You're a mystic. You could be being called to be someone who, you know, reads tarot, or somebody who delves into that type of Reiki therapy or something along those lines. You're just being asked to surrender. Okay, group number 3, that is your reading. That's what I have for you today. If this resonated for you, I would love to hear about it in the comment section. Please subscribe to my channel and join our little family here. We would love to have you. Head on over to Instagram. I do offer a monthly chance to win a free mini read over there, and that'll be coming up in a couple of days, so be sure to check me out. But otherwise, I hope that you guys come back and visit me on another day, and I hope you have a great day today. Bye, guys.